Hello, my friends, and welcome to Italy, a Place to Love YouTube channel, the channel where I like to talk about the good, the bad, the properties, and all we have to know about Italy. Today, I would focus on whatever we have to know about Italy. And this is about the Italian language. But so, before I enter into the video, please put like and subscribe. It helps my channel to grow. And then don't forget to join my new Facebook group, which is called Italy, a Place to Love. So you can share, you can be in touch with other people who join the group. So it's about people who love Italy, and so trying to connect and trying also anyone to help each other if they can. Okay, so let's enter into the topic, in today's video topic, and it's about the Italian language. Now, where to start? Let's start from the fact that in the last 3 weeks I started giving Italian lessons. So I started Italian, a kind of Italian classes. So I'm doing by remote, by my laptop, so through Gmail. And so we send a link and we start a video call. So now I started with just one student. So because for me it was a trial, was a test. Basically, I never work as an Italian teacher. I'm not a professional Italian teacher. So teacher, I don't have the titles, but I'm a native Italian speaker. So I'm fluent in Italian, mother tongue, and so I think I can have conversation. Mainly, my lessons are based on having conversation in Italian, but I also understand that there are different levels of the knowledge of Italian. So there could be someone who only wants to start, so from zero knowledge, then to someone who already has a bit of infarinatura. In Italian, we have this expression to have a bit of flour. Farina is flour in Italian. And so to be infarinato means to have a bit of knowledge. So level 0, level, let's say, medium, and level of someone that is already into the Italian language, which it could be nice, for example, to have Italian conversation. Why it would be nice to have an Italian conversation? Because I believe that anyone who lives abroad might not always have the chance to speak in Italian. So if you are in Ireland, if you are in UK, if you are in Germany, if you are in Sweden, if you are in the United States, Canada, Australia, wherever you are in the world, so you might not always have the chance to have conversation. And at the same time, I can help you to improve the Italian language. So these lessons that I started with this Irish student. So anyway, first of all, he's a friend of mine. He's an ex. We used to work together with this guy. And anyway, he contacted me and he said, Antonio, listen, I'm having some Italian classes in Ireland because anyway, he likes Italy, he likes the Italian language. And so he said, listen, Antonio, I'm having these Italian classes, but anyway, he's learning through these classes. I'm not saying that he's not learning. But at the same time, he would like to test with someone that is Italian native, which he can prove himself that he's learning what he's studying. And of course, I said yes, because I found it a very interesting opportunity also for me. So I said, yes, let's try. So we have done already 3 lessons. And obviously I said to him, listen, let's have a first lesson. Let's see overall your knowledge, and then also my ability to teach the language Am I able, if it's something that I've never done before, my question is, am I able to do that? So before I'm gonna ask money, so I'm doing it for free. I do most of the things that all the things that I'm doing at the moment, I'm doing it for free. Since I've relocated here to Montemilone, to Basilicata region. Anyway, what else I can say? That obviously I speak Italian perfectly, so I don't make any grammar mistakes because anyway I'm a literate person. I've done university studies. I've studied multimedia communication. That's what I've studied back. I feel like it's in the last century, when I got my BA, my degree. Obviously, technology has changed so much that since I moved to Ireland, now I change a bit the topic, but since I moved to Ireland in 2007, the end of 2007, basically I put aside all the skills, all the knowledge that I had, and then I changed completely job. I wasn't interested anymore in working in what I've studied for. I found it a comfortable life. I started using my brain. So anyway, it's another story, this one. But so anyway, I'm literate. My Italian is perfect. I don't make grammar mistakes. Just to let you know the statistics, and this should relax you, that let's say in between 80 and 90% of the uh, Italians don't speak Italian grammatically correct. So it's not, you will find everyone who, I say, let's say 80%, but even literate people who are making a lot of grammar mistakes. Italian grammar is quite difficult. It's complicated, but like in many languages, you can see me speaking in English and making a lot of grammar mistakes, so I don't deny. This should also help you to understand that it's not really necessary to speak a language perfectly. Perfectly, it might be if you are, I don't know, if you are a professor, if you have a very high skilled job, if you are someone who really needs to communicate with people. But I, like me, that I was just an average Italian in Ireland, which I've never used my skill. My goal was to learn English at a perfect level, but I'm so much relaxed that I don't even put too much attention into be grammarly perfect. And that's what I wanted to say, that is not necessary, it's not really necessary, strictly necessary to speak Italian perfectly. First of all, as I said, 80, 90% of the Italians don't speak Italian grammatically correct. All right. First of all, then if your knowledge is zero of Italian and you want to learn something, so you set a goal, you would like to have basic conversation. Obviously, you don't need to be correct, grammarly correct when you're speaking in Italian. Italian generally understand. Even if you're not speaking Italian correctly, Italians understand very well. I give you an example. Io vado. I give you an example, no? Okay, so in Italian, if I want to say I go, simply a simple sentence. I go, io vado a mangiare. Okay, in English is already I'm going to eat, but anyway, io vado a mangiare. Vado is already a form that is conjugate to the first person in Italian. Io, that is I, vado, and is like I go. Okay, but you need to conjugate all the verbs. Io vado, tu vai, egli va, noi andiamo, voi andate, loro vanno. This is all the conjugation. I repeat it again. Io vado, tu vai, egli, lui va, egli, lui, lei va, noi andiamo, voi andate, loro vanno. As you can see, the verb to go is conjugate in a different way for the first person singular, for the second person singular, for the third person singular, then first plural, second plural. So we have different conjugation for each verb. But if you are saying io andare, which is wrong, okay? Andare is the infinitive form of the verb to go. Now, in English, andare, the verb to go, the translation in Italian is andare. But if I say I have to go, I go, we don't say io andare. That's wrong. I say io vado. But again, io andare, if you say io andare, if you are using the infinitive form of the verb, people already understand you. Now, this is important for the people who don't have, who have a very, or they have zero knowledge, or they have very low knowledge of Italian. So because it's hard to conjugate all the words, all the verbs. I eat, io mangio, I eat, eat, if I'm not pronouncing wrong, eat, I eat. In Italian is io mangio, tu mangi, egli, lui mangia, egli, lui, lei. This is the third singular person, which might say in the grammar you will find egli, but in a colloquial way you say lui, lei. Lui is for him, lei is for her. So we don't have egli. Anyway, io mangio, tu mangi, lui mangia, noi mangiamo, voi mangiate, essi mangiano. As you see, I conjugated the verb in all the forms for all the different persons, singular and plural. But the infinitive form of the verb io mangio is mangiare. Now, all the verbs in Italy end in the infinitive form. They end with are, ere, ire. Mangiare, to eat. Bere, to drink. You see, ere, bere. Dormire, to sleep. Ire. So, are, ere, ire. This is just a basic of the Italian knowledge, you know. Anyway, so different levels. But again, I won't push people. Now, if you're, I'm not here to give lessons of high grammar level skills, because obviously, even if I speak correctly, perfectly, correctly in Italian language, I'm not a professional teacher, so to teach all the grammar, but this is for advanced level. So for advanced level, I'm not here to teach at an advanced level. I'm here to teach at a basic level, zero knowledge, medium knowledge, and conversation. Now, if you are interested in to learn a bit of Italian, and I guess many of you are, from September, I will start organizing and giving classes, simply because I saw that it had been quite successful with my friend. Again, I said we have done a first lesson as a test, and I saw that anyway, I was able to conversate, to teach him basics of Italian, because that was the most important thing. And anyway, then we have done the second lesson, and then we have done only yesterday the third lesson. So he's quite happy, because at least he can have a conversation with a native speaker, which I think is the best thing to do in case you want to improve. Let's say you already know a bit of Italian. It would be nice to have conversation. So now, simply because I still have to find a way, I still have to find a job, let's say here in Italy, which I don't really need, but because I don't like to stay all day without doing anything, and anyway, because I like to explore constantly different topics and different things to do. Like anyway, for example, I've tried with YouTube. Let's say that with YouTube, the goal now I set myself three different goals, all right, about my channel. And I have to say that I achieved some goals, but I didn't achieve other. And so I'm not saying that I'm disappointed, because anyway, I got more than 1,000 subscribers. I still have some people watching my videos. Maybe they're not the most interesting videos on the planet, but I found myself quite, let's say, in a good shape, organized enough to say, okay, maybe I can give some classes. I can teach a bit of Italian, colloquial conversation, let's say just for someone who might have zero knowledge, presentations, introduce yourself. So the basics, and then obviously lesson by lesson, if you see any progresses, then I will also tell you what to do in case you want to improve. Again, this is something that I'm trying now from now on to set up. I decided that I will start from September. So basically, if you are interested in to have this type of classes, this type of lessons, I will start from a little pack, let's say, of 10 lessons. I was thinking, for example, to give 11 lessons, let's say, which 10 lessons are paid, all right? Has to be a paid service, because anyway, I'm providing a service, which the first lesson is free, simply to have kind of, for me to understand what the level of the person that is in front of me is, because obviously it's important for me to understand the level. And so obviously I won't ask big amount of money. I heard that there are some people asking 50 euro an hour. That's crazy. I think I won't charge more than 10 euro an hour. That's my standard, that's my goal. I'm happy enough. Again, I'm not here because I have to become millionaire. I'm here because I'm enjoying staying in front of a screen. I'm enjoying making videos. So I think this can open an interesting opportunity for me. What else I can say? For example, let's say about my wife, that she's an English teacher and she's teaching English here in Italy. Now, my wife is not fluent in Italian language, but here it's highly, they're looking for native speaker teachers, English native speaking teachers, which don't speak Italian, because it's much better, for example, for a teacher, um, for a student that is learning English here in Italy, to not be in touch with a teacher that is Italian speaker. They prefer to have English native speaker levels, which it will put the students to be in a better environment and understanding of the language. I know in the beginning it could be a bit more complicated, but I think it's much better to learn um, anyway with a native speaker. In this case, should be better to learn Italian from someone that is not speaking in English, but I think that in this case, anyway, my English level, I'd say, is good enough. I'm fluent. I make my grammar mistakes, but anyway, it's fluent. I'll try to make the lesson with as much Italian as possible, as much Italian language as possible, more than English. But I think that if I'm able also to communicate in English, it will make it much easier, in particular for the very low level of Italian language. So if the level is 0 or very low, up to medium level, intermediate, I'd say it's better to have someone who speaks English as well. Then obviously the higher is the level. If you're an advanced level, I would only recommend an Italian speaker, someone that speaks from the beginning till the end just in Italian, a professional Italian teacher. But this is not my case. Anyway, let me know what you think. What do you think about? Let me know what you think about this idea that came across to my mind only in the last 3 weeks since I've been contacted by this friend of mine in Ireland. So I hope I will have people asking for this type of classes. Then let's see. Anyway, my goal is to start from 10 classes, 1 class a week, for example, or 2 classes a week, which the first one would be kind of for free. So 11 classes, which if I'm gonna charge 10 euro an hour for 11 classes, I'm gonna charge 100 euro. Because I'd rather do this type of service now. I hope you have watched up to now, because for me this is very, very important. I'm not asking for donations. I don't want people to subscribe. I mean, subscribe to my channel, yes, but obviously I'm not really a fan of donations. I'm not even a fan of monetization. Obviously, I know most of the YouTubers anyway are doing this as a job, and so I understand very well if they're trying to make money with their own channels. This has never been my goal, to be honest. To make, I mean, I was happy enough to make some money with the monetization. At the moment, I'm not monetizing all the videos. I'm monetizing once every 10 days. Let me know if you see under today's video, for example, if you have watched up to now, if you see advertising, which I will not monetize this video, simply to understand if YouTube is putting advertising and even if my video is not monetized. Anyway, I want to find a way to be helpful. Not only, anyway, to be here making video, talking about the good, the bad, the properties about Italy, but mainly I want to provide a service. Then, obviously, if someone is happy to do the classes with me and is happy to improve their Italian, also because maybe I will talk more about this in the next video, I will focus more on why, if you're watching my channel, why, if you love Italy, you might be interested to learn a bit of Italian, okay? So what are the goals of the people who would like to learn Italian? Why they would like maybe to relocate one day, or they just want to come on holiday and they want to have a basic knowledge of Italian, to have a bit of conversation. Obviously, and this is another topic, if someone wants to move to Italy, it's okay to speak English. You can use Google Translator, I don't know, ChatGPT, WhatsApp, whatever helps you to translate. But I'd say that is very important. Anyway, once you are in Italy, Italian will become even if people around you speaks in English, okay? If people around you speak English, you will see that you will be, once you are in Italy, you automatically, you will be immersed into the Italian language. So it's something that it's coming naturally once you are in Italy to learn Italian, even if people around you speak English. So these are different topics about the language that I would like to open in other videos. Anyway, for today, I think it's enough. Let me know if you might be interested in having Italian classes. I hope you will. I will advertise anyways this service that I'm providing from now on under my videos, on top of Facebook group. Maybe I'm planning also to open an Instagram. I never had an Instagram account, so I don't even know. I'm a bit far from this type of technology. Anyway, from this type of social. I don't know, I see everyone is using Instagram, but for me it's like black hole. the moment I even tried to download the app and I wasn't able to set anything. So from this point of view, I'm a disaster with the new technologies. I'm not really a person who spends hours and hours and hours with their phone or on the social. I like just to keep a bit updated, you know, keep a bit update with the minimum knowledge that I should have of these technologies. Anyway, let me know. Obviously, my email will be as a referral under the video, so where you can write to me privately. And then, if you are interested to have some Italian classes, let me know. Write to my email mantarecchiaantonio@gmail.com, but I will write it down in the description of the video. And then from September, not now, but from September, I'm gonna stop as well the classes with this friend of mine from next week. Let's enjoy the summer, let's enjoy the holidays, and then from September we enter into the Italian classes system as an alternative on top of YouTube videos. Anyway, I will go back as well to the monetization from September, simply to generate a bit of income, even if personally I don't really need, but because I do also other type of things in my life. But I like to keep busy, and I like, anyway, to be in touch with other people from all over the world. Okay, my friends, I wish you a lovely day, and I'll see you here on Italy, a Place to Love YouTube channel to my next video. Bye!